Hello everyone, in this video we are back for part 2 of the Checkmate Tower. So those of you who don't know, we have started Chess Universe. And this Chess Universe we have different types of puzzles. We're going to be going through a gameplay and how to complete all the checkmates and all the puzzles. Now from here, we're still on the mate in ones. White to move, almost halfway through the tower. Well, we have a 15 down here and sort of a barrel shape in the lever. And it seems like the king is aiming for something. So, what do we play as white? Well, our dark square bishop controls this diagonal. So you can see these blue squares, these highlighted squares. And our bishop is very strong, controlling the d7 square and f7 square. Now, we can simply bring in our knight to c6 and give checkmate. Next puzzle. Can you find the best move continuation as white? It's simple. We bring down the rook to a1 because our knight covers the king's squares from escaping. Let's move on. Now, from here the king can escape, but we can move our king and give a discovery with our rook. We need to get our bishop round here somehow. Would it be the bishop to e8? Yes, because our rook controls the whole file. Now, from here we're playing as black. Checkmate in 1. Instead, bishop to d2. Now, this is played as white once more. And what do we do to win the game? Queen to c6, because the rook is on the c-file and the rook will defend the queen. Now, can we win this? And simply, the mate in 1. We have to bring our queen to a7 and give check from this angle because the queen is pinned and the king controls h2. Now, neither. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So from here we simply play rook takes on f8 and this is mate. And now from here, is it the discovery? Well, it's simply knight to c7. It's a discovery with our queen is controlling the squares. The two bishops pair together and win the game as well. Now, from here this is checkmate. But how? We simply capture. Queen takes on b7 and this is mate. Now, what do we play here? Mate in 1. Simply castle and give checkmate. Now, it's black's turn. Can you win this as black? This is a mate in 2. How do we give check though? What do we actually play? Well, it's easy. First we take, then simply captures. Then it's checkmate on the spot with queen takes on f2. This simply fails. But if queen takes this amazing sacrifice, we can play rook takes on b1, sacrificing the queen for a king. That's the idea in this position. So what do we do then? Yes, we move our queen to g6, and simply from here, we capture on g6 and we give checkmate. Now, from here we're at level 31, and can we win the game as white? This is a checkmate in 2 moves. So what other options are there? We capture with the rook, sacrificing the rook, and what do we do in this position? The bishop can come to f4, and that's checkmate. So, what do we do as white? Well, simple. Mate in 1. Mate in 2, sorry. So we capture with our knight, sacrificing a piece. But what do we do in this position? Bishop to b5. The 2 bishops coordinate to give checkmate. Now, let's move on. It's a mate in 2. So, it has to be the move with the rook attacking the queen. We pin down the queen. And now we finish off the game with knight to f7. And that's checkmate. Now, white to move. Be careful not to stalemate, the description says. Can the king move to any square? Yes. Simply, it's a mate on the next move. Knight takes on g6, sacrificing a piece. And we win the game. Sacrificing the piece does not work in the position. Now, we can finish off the game with things. We can slide in our queen to g3 and finish things off. Simply the pawn can't take because of the pin. Well done. All levels are completed. Good job. You've given 35 checkmates and completed the checkmate tower. Continue. Now, Prince's stage. Try it. So we're going to wrap up this episode. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video on the third part of the checkmate tower. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you soon.